Earl Sweatshirt. I think the last album from him I listened to was Voir Dear with Alk. I think that was 2 years ago. Wow. So yeah, we'll be listening to this one today. It's like what, 11 tracks, 24 minutes. I think I'll just listen on Genius because I don't think the lyrics are on Apple yet. I don't know if I have to play it off Apple though. Yeah, I think I do. All right. Let me set that up real quick. First track is GSW versus Sacramento. I think Golden State versus Sacramento. All right.
My peripherals decorated at me, you can't get away, cause I still can see you every day. I lace my cleats and give them praise. Get your head in the game. What my nigga Tay Hicks say, I just paint pictures, you just chipping on the frame. Zooming out of thick malaise in my cranium. Let's get on the pitch and play tricky kangle. We scored 3 ways back to back and made our way home. Jiggy bricklayer like J-Ho. Breaker, they can't close. The thin bell raids, we taking our whole thing, they can't cloak it. The blade came with the roses. I still hold up the bouquet for the photo. I'm thankful for the blood, sweat, and pain that we paid for it. Lump sum, you can't change the total. Always a slow roller, don't race the tortoise. Don't wait for me.
Hey, don't wait for me, man. Don't wait for me. Don't wait for anybody. What you running from? Yourself? Stop waiting. Yeah, that's your issue, man. You always waiting, man. All that running. See, you want to chase things. You want to chase instead of find. That's your problem. You waiting on the hurricane. Honestly, you waiting on Uber Eats, too. You always ordering that. You chasing all this stuff, but with nothing in that chase account. Stop waiting on you in the club knocking back chasers, and you ain't even chase your drink. Yeah. How about you start working out? That's crazy. Maybe get in the gym, man. Maybe get you a hobby. Maybe get you a passion. Something beyond waiting. Find somebody to love. You after all that chasing gonna keep you running, and you ain't running from nowhere but your own self. And that's where you exactly need to be. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy. Do something.
Okay, so yeah, first track. Yeah, short little verse from him. I think a lot of these tracks are gonna be pretty short. But yeah, I like how, in terms of normally with him, how his bar structure is. I think here it's, more of the same, like typically that you would expect. But in general, I like how he plays into not the generic, ABAB structures that you're probably used to from a lot of rappers, where it's always, the last word of the, like, each line are rhyming, like either in sex, like it'll be directly after, like both lines will always have the last word rhyming, or it'll be like one word then a different word for the rhyme structure, and then the first one rhymes with the third, second with the fourth. He'll do really more complex like interplay, and then also he'll do phonetically with like the middle of words rhyming with the end of other words, things like that. That's what better lyricists do that generally anyway. Like that's not super crazy in terms of lyrical bags for a lot of rappers generally, but for him, I don't know, he finds really interesting pockets, and sometimes also he raps on really, what would the word be? I'm trying to describe, like really unorthodox production generally. But yeah, I think overall this was nice. His intro is short, but yeah, that one was nice. Let's see, what's the next track? Am I gonna have to keep going back on this? Oh, okay, there we go. Forge is track 2.
Activate.
For the sake of everybody in the bank, act like you got some sense.
The heavy measure did them in. The message couldn't be missed. The head was on a stick where it belonged. My February never ends. It isn't long. The pinch of salt and you mix through your biscuit sauce. I'm on my off foot again. I pick apart the defense with the triple cross, silver hearts, a split for your scars. Jog my memory, what is in ours? Slivers of God at infinitum. I gather you didn't hunt it all. We circling like hawks, all them niggas lunch. Took time off, I ain't no niggas still a suck. Permafrost, pimping protocol, ice cold like Andre Benjamin. I'm playing bad, I'm still in love with you, let's get in the tub. Jaws ain't big enough for what you bit off, I'll keep the key to your heart for incidentals. Tunnel vision stuck like barnacles on what's propping the big picture. Stick along for the ride long enough. We ending up fine for once, finally fucked. The heavy measure did them in. The message couldn't be missed. The head was on a stick where it belonged. My February never ends.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put these on the same screen just so that I'm having less trouble like going through the. I'm gonna put like the lyrics to the right, and then I'm gonna put the. Let me see. Oh my god, I don't like how it's organized. Let me do it like that. I think that's good. Or let me put that like right here, and then I'll put like the. Just so it's easier for me to keep track of both. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay. I'm gonna do it like that, just so it's organized. Cause I don't think the lyrics he has them yet for this. Okay. So for this track, overall, like really, more assertion here. I like how grainy the loop sample was, and like a little muffled the hi-hats were with like the clipped vocal echoes in there. That was nice. But yeah, overall, kind of like micro bursts of lines here that are really interesting. Pretty like a little more abstraction, like smoldering lyrically overall. This is just usual stuff you would expect from Earl though, so it's not like crazy. It's really like chilled out raps overall. I like the line, the permafrost pimpin' protocol, ice cold like Andre Benjamin, ice cold. That's hard. I'm just waiting for there's like a really specific type of sound I really like from him. And I'm just hoping to like hear more of that on here. We're on track 3, Infatuation.
Dance. Check. Yeah. Exonerated, I ain't dying on his hill. Tonight we dining where? Tell Leonidas I know somewhere with finer fares. Germinate the yeast, we got it jumping in the pan. Flirts with danger, we hastily learn how to dance. Circumstance, raise a baby to a beast like rain and heat. Raise a seed into a plant. Stone throwers, glass homes, keep hot in hands. Terse reminders of the rocky path. Gleaning what I can from what I have amassed. The space-time continuum bend. I'm sticking with the simple plans. I'm just a man. Bars like the rim of the bath. Live, love, and laugh. This up like hovercraft. Have little buddy relax. We on the cutting edge. Told you we only doubling back to cover tracks. Metal lungies, you don't wanna match. The earth mother gave the sun a lap that sat me on my ass. Jet lag, waking up the black money, breaking up the cash. Outnumbered, but we obviously crunch them in the stack. Nobody wants the scraps, nobody. The low hummer hunger had my stomach singing a song of sadness, wishing that it wasn't flat. Tonight we dining where? Dance.
I like how it pushed against the tempo a little bit. The phrases were like tumbling over one another. He's done that on some other projects before. And like lyrically, there was like the swirls metaphor, like compounding emotional states, volatile chemistry, and a lot of the bars were like really. It seemed wildly like improvisational. Like, I think I think it'd be kind of crazy to say he's freestyling it, but he might have been freestyling it. Um, and yeah, that like layered rhythmic glitch with the instrumentation, the off kilter piano stabs, the vocal flutters that were like buried in there, um, like really interesting. Like the vocals dropping in and out, like almost like spasming a little bit. That was cool. Disorienting, in a good way, which I think is a good way to describe a lot of his stuff lately. Next track.
Yeah. Humble yourself, you cumbersome coming into your old age. The jig is up, it's much too late. I pre the runs fake. I try my luck one day, for now I only trust faith. Untouched rage, stuck with in front of bus days. I need the love game. My feet is up way above niggas' ceilings. Fuck your feelings. I look around, the only thing I see is us, gang. Love leaving this sun appealing to be stuck. You stayed under, I stayed wondering why. Cause the wave undulates and I'm on a high. I couldn't wait, couldn't shake the notion. My fate was up for me to decide. It's no time for pumping brakes. Trey 5 Brook on the plate. You right, we whipping J's. Way too much funnel for one, but niggas love the taste. Release a dub for Dave, True Goy. Plug number 2, Gamma Ray. Hey, everybody love the sunshine shine. Like the boy Roy ASA. Can't throw away my whole life standing in shade. Shaming how you stammering quick, change the plans to dead eight like Dave Cameron. Dangling off the Empire State. Bet the entire state on me. I came out the gate with fire. Raining flames on who my campaign collide with. Wavy off an age, they say I should've played for Wake Forest. Stakes plummet when you play funny games, cat in the bag. Everything you utter doesn't escape, running man. Niggas in the camp fuck what you weigh. Maximum stats, maximum bitches, and massive fucking plays. Hey, my little baby stack like she from the game.
Oh, it's gonna go to the next one. Yeah, lyrics are sparse but direct on there. Like fragmented lines with like rays of hope nestled like in there. Like what the love the sunshine shine like Roy Ayers. Like, man, he talking if you're listening, man. He talking if you're listening. I clipped funk bass. I think a pinhole synth like motif in there with the instrumentation. The light snaps. Like groove based chord stabs anchored in would it be major minor interplay, or would it be I don't know, it's bass forward production. It was nice. It reminded me of some man, what's his name? I'm thinking of a really specific reggae, like lo-fi, like kind of surface-y instrumentation. I'm thinking of really specific artists. I don't, kind of obscure. It's like a modern reggae dude. He makes stuff that sounds a lot like that song did instrumentally. That was what, track 4. Okay, yeah, back to Well Done. I don't know what is going on there.
Bells rung, send a mail up high to the sky, home that I fell from. Bail us out the barn, mask over my eyes just like a welder. Tail spun out of binds, baptized in the fires of flaw and failures. I tried to tell you, you never gonna get a rise out of a real one. Tough like Riot Spell, Orion size heavyweight titles on a belt, sir. Flying and on a wide eye at a maelstrom, wild side that I hail from. I see you ain't moved in a while, ain't gonna lie, you probably should get your sails up. Time will tell who the hell won. Promise I don't know who assailed you. Bear cubs, head hunt, voila, they probably do it for breadcrumbs, providing shelter. Dug well enough to find us some kind of wealth. Mining through my self-gun boost. The bottom started to melt some. I felt stuck. Steel cut knife showing the shield love. Spill blood.
From this action, we see the priest's responsibility towards the congregation, thus towards the gods.
That was dope. Okay, it was really short though, but that dry drum programming in there, like the skeletal keys, the thumbed bass tone, was really cool. It had the vocals clipped to the front, and the beat was like unobtrusive, very purposeful. I feel like it sounds really casual until you're parsing like through the punchlines. Um, it sneaks up on you. I mean, it's his style, so I mean, it's nothing surprising if you're like even an avid listener of him. But man, how consistently he does it. And honestly, he keeps it really simple. The songs never drag on really long, where it starts to feel really repetitive, like some rap can be. Um, and I think he does that earnest, sardonic, boasting, like coded understatement stuff really well also. And it just never is, it's not dragging for like 4 minutes or like even three sometimes. I don't know, like rap, it just depends on like subgenres and stuff. But man, like some people, the music gets really redundant and repetitive. And generally I listen to a lot of different stuff, so it's not gonna, trust me, it's not a knock to any specific genre that you may be thinking of, with like biases and stuff. I just think generally some people lazily make a song like 4 minutes to make it seem like, like a real song, and not do anything to even try to make it different. I think a good example is someone that can do that well, and honestly you probably wouldn't expect the answer, but somebody like Che, honestly, he can make a 4 minute song interesting, where it's not where there's a lot of moving parts, and it's like keeping the listener's attention. There's different developments in the sound overall. It's probably not something you would expect. Even a Mike does that too. He can, honestly, he'll make some songs sound like completely different songs in different halves, things like that. Even Asmino, there's people that do that. I think Earl has done that before, but he doesn't. It's not the usual from like the more recent stuff. A lot of the more, I think on the Alk project, I think it was like that, but on some of his albums, he'll have like 1.5 minute songs, 2 minute songs, and honestly, for what he's doing, it's fine. I think the way I described that, like coded like understatements and stuff like that, I think it just works really well generally, to be honest. Track 6. What? Oh, oh wait, okay.
I remember when I ain't want it. I prayed harder, they hooked on the phonics. Cooking them calmly like Lauren. In the 90s, the Lauren is on me. You gonna die on the hill of your choice. I still hear the voices. I'm a Pisces, part of me still in a void. Fishy annoyed, my inhibitions destroyed. Tapped in, locked in with my little boy. I'm allegiant to the river, I can't sip it for you. Never leave with indecision, never leave the homies. Unless it's time to lead the homies. It's all pressure, God love it, cause that's what they wanted. I'm secreting something different, the bitches get on me. Pick up sticks, we got next to whichever opponent. We on next, blessed, don't get beheaded this summer. Cross the line, double back and put everything on it. It's all in a row, a family focus, my wingspan is a globe. I'm glad to be home, I had to get over, I had to get low. I'm in the house, I keep the backpack by the door. Like Batman, I get the signal that I'm adios. The last laugh is for the niggas always in the know. The fast cash is for the bitches in expensive clothes. The fast ass is for the chillers, had to bring it home. I feel it in my, I feel it in my, I feel it in my soul. over. Monster track tank, we crushing and rolling. My stronghold faith was keeping me whole. Smoke out flames, we freezing it over. All the small favors added up into the loss. Stood up in my seat at the table, I was exhausted. Can't pardon mistakes or flaws. It's taking so long. 3 heads over the bar, scoping them out from afar. Jump straight out of the house, don't need no alarm. The profits down, the lay of the land, the law we live out. Always got our hands, some extra chips. Told baby don't flip out. She like, I always only play the wind. Wow, there's the wind howling and hissing. Frown wasn't fixed, the brow wasn't twitched down on my head. Got the crown in the next one, it's easy to miss it. Truthfully just used as a step stool. Tank let the kids pray, gotta give them refuge and some assistance for making sense. I cut out the stem, I saw the depth of it, and this shit confusing, simple and malleable. It's tricky, just try to groove with me. Just try to live.
That beat flip was crazy. It splendid the rhythm mid track. It built enough before it like started glitching out, and like lyrically is what he contemplates dying on like different symbolic hills, and then the whole thing flips into disarray. It was like a smaller, chaotic, like shattering in a sense, like song structure wise. It started really grounded and then abandoned like entire form midway. That was really cool. Yeah, I think who did this one? Who produced this? About Black Noise. Nice. Okay, yeah. That sounds about right. Yeah, that one, that's probably my favorite so far. And yeah, just as I was talking about like a shorter strong song structure, then you get a 3-minute track. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably my favorite one so far. That was nice. Yeah, the understated pulse with the like instrumentation overall was really cool. Unreleased song performed live on that. Oh, okay. Got you. Track 7 is
It ain't really take no time to see. These niggas ain't on timing. Diddy bopping around the ring like Ali. Showing all my teeth, smiling my response. Cheap talk, keep your guard up. Niggas eavesdropping. The weak jaws, we try trees, sparking my dreams foggy. Unique offers. Tell the giant I need like 3 from this most recent bean harvest. Geeked off and stockpiling drip. I'm putting shit on like Steve Harvey. Me, G, and Gene Dawson threw a 3-piece of stripper ball like let's see it. Go on, get this thing started. Arm all in a thing like Vince Carter. Overall, y'all baby shit soft. We first team all league marksman. Let it sing on you like a voice from East Harlem. Easy target. 3-ball game blouses. Let the purple rain douse it. I thought it was a drought. Heard it through word of mouth. It's on the flow like Chris Farley. They marking niggas out. The streets watching and filming now. What's the lick, Aki? They hawking niggas down. I ain't hear a sound. Niggas click hopping. I ain't lip a brow. It didn't shock me.
it was like dense atmospheric texture with like the buried vocals, like subliminal almost, and it's like almost unclear, like submerged, like signals buried in white noise almost in a sense, or obscured. I think that's like kind of the mood, like and feeling I was getting a little from there. Like there were like hums, crackles, and like that filtered like faint melody behind like all of the other parts that were like really dense at the front of the whole thing. Yeah, that was nice. Crisco's track 8. Okay.
Yo, check. Yes sir. Yeah. Gran Turismo, hop out the fishbowl with a fist full of cash and a lit bogey. She don't turn tricks for me. I don't let her, but she would if I did though. Name an instance of bullshit that I went for. Deep in the trench like a split stone, no pistol. Just me and my wits. I'm who the scale tip for. 10 controlling the strip, making it get cold. It just snowed in your nose. She dipped lower than sinkholes. Lo siento, attention central. The promoters is pissed. My kicks on where you supposed to sit. They get bold, give them an inch, and nigga ditch like ding dong. I'm on the porch with the click crisp like chicken and Crisco's. My nigga, I need all of my ends. Need all of us in. Them 6 holes right there, not him. I can't sit down until the base is rounded impatient. Politicking with pagans, hated how I sounded. I'ma see you later. Made it safe and sound, my fingers seize the day of meeting solemn prayer. Easy payment, to me it beats making problems. Brazen. Brought the beef to the grazing oxen. Sliced from the navel to the collarbone and drain the body. Train the mind and made me silent. Tracing my baby God can't trace the mama. Get these white girls out my home like baby father. Things I thought would shake me to my core just made me hotter. Sacred knowledge. Jada cups, it's time to change the stakey diapers. Looking north, it's a trail to follow. Can't get lost and staying shining. For those I come across, the ones we lost and all the ones behind me. Pops is kinda janky. His replacement beat the failure out of me. Made me violent, hated fighting. I know I can't take no loss, my anger bottle. Mama say his face ain't look like yours, it's on the floor. Go out and scrape him off it. Mop him like a chore, it ain't no way around it. They knew shit was off when I was staying silent. It stayed inside, I'm saying sorry for the pain I caused. God know my heart and that I'm out here trying to change the course. I'm working on it, peeling layers off in a lab sauce, kinda. You know what I'm saying? Halfway there. Halfway there. You know what I mean, so.
Oh my god. Lyrically dense. Dude, that second verse. The best verse on this whole thing so far is the second verse here. That was crazy. The flow switches, the off-center beat with like the staccato chords. The piano was kind of lo-fi like. I wouldn't say completely. That like shaky confidence, the storytelling with like the broken pulses, the fragmented narrative, like really visceral, punchy, surreal a little bit, like the loose triplet, the swing, bro. Oh my god, that was crazy. This was like god level rap. That second verse, man. It's the best verse on this whole album so far. Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, man. That one was crazy. Tourmaline's the next one. I think there's a video for this. So on Instagram.
I'm finna be out. I thought I told you geek down. Trouble follow me around. Everybody wanna be Bowser. I'm plumbing the seat out. Fire come through me now. Pitch black Tourmaline tie. When she found me on the street, she ride. I keep my feet grounded for my sweet child. The struggle not a team sport. You're not afforded recourse. Of course I had to reroute. Stories wasn't unfounded. Multitudes of one I'm never done counting up drowsy. The sun bouncing through the fun houses. I got used to the come down. I leaped behind and jumped out. Both ears ringing with your love. Both my ears ringing with your love. Ghost in the shell, you a hell of a host. We set up a post outside of the settlement with whatever niggas could want. Golden intel, it's heavy to know everything goes, but it's better to vestibule lesson. Prerequisite to getting in the door is never letting them be selling you short. Let's get it. I've been here before, it's been a minute. Familiar with it all, it's blown chillin' in a bar for good riddance. The muzzle isn't on the dog, the muzzles wouldn't get it from their guards. It's a different feeling. Spirit and heart that's unrelenting. Evidently to a fault, which obviously gon' cause all kind of splitting. Coming to my senses. I'm finna be out, I thought I told you geek down. Trouble follow me around. Everybody wanna be Bowser. I'm plumbing the seat out. Fire come through me now. Pitch black Tourmaline tie. When she found me on the street, she ride. I keep my feet grounded for my sweet child. The struggle not a team sport, you're not afforded recourse. Of course I had to reroute. Stories wasn't unfounded, multitudes of one I'm never done counting up drowsy. The sun bouncing through the fun houses. I got used to the come down. I leaped behind and jumped out. Both ears ringing with your love. Both my ears ringing with your love.
Dominates the production. The vocals close but not like filtered like in a tenderly sense. More so like the cascading string tug on the loop and the like ambient breathing, like the space in there gives it kind of minor chord like lullaby-ish sound with the chorus. That's probably why it sounds so I don't know how to explain it. Like emotional a little bit, but like tender emotions, like soft glowing with the overall feel of this one. A little fragmented too lyrically, which is cool. He's had that kind of going throughout this whole thing so far, so it's not like super distracting or contrasting here. That's probably why I like that one a lot. I really like the chorus. The chorus was really nice. We got two more. Next track is Heavy Metal. I guess so. That's what that says.
I released it. 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 I repeat, I released it. I released it. I released it. Dogs, fleas, ticks, time bombs. The weed kinda scratched the itch I needed. Honorary chief, watch over all the proceedings. Grab belief got me wheezing. I love being counted out for me. Lust and leave, love cut a little deeper. Don't trust the leap, only the ones in the bleachers. 2016, I had a dreamer. My son crawling around on the ceiling, and I had never seen them. Finally found a meaning. Condo for me, him and his mama keep the sweet digs. The team did when I was down and doubting, disbelief, and I forgot to think big, bitch. The team did when I was down and doubting, disbelief, and I forgot to think big. I forgot on cream and coffee, Wally Walker out the bottle drinking. I never got on LinkedIn. High quality, old lean, spilling out the nozzle leaking. It's not a problem, I released it. I repeat, I released it. I just dropped it, you should go and cop it. I released it. I released it. I released it. I released it. Big step, I don't think you tighten cleats fit. This level took a lot to reach. Supply pressure for the diamonds that you see glisten. Heavy metal, every piece precious. Let's watch the belly of the beast hammers. I got it on the side of these sticks. I saw you jogging, ain't no free lifts. I'm at the morning without pretension. I kept on calling, ain't no reaching. Guess I got bored of playing your game. I put a quarter in and it changed it. I gave my all if I'm not mistaken. I played along like I ain't see danger. I paid the cost to go to, yeah. I pray to God you go, yeah. I paid the cost and I was repaid. I pray to God you never sleep angry. I paid the cost and I was repaid. I pray to God you never go to sleep angry. I met the morning without pretense. I kept on calling, kept on resending. Ain't no rechange.
What? That's like not even a reason for that. Okay. That was stupid. I don't know. I thought it was like a producer tag or something. It probably is. Um, yeah, this was like heavy soundscape here. It was like murky, nocturnal. There was a little cinematic energy there with the what? Like are those synths or like the stringing sound, whatever that was. I was trying to figure it out. Like there was a really harmonic ambiguity there. Kind of left up for interpretation with some of the not the sounds necessarily, but like the overall meaning of it. Because like the literal like release of like releasing an album. It was like descending into underground-ish sound. It's really rich. Um, yeah, overall, really, I'll go with like the murky, like ambiguous, nocturnal, feeling there. Richly spatial as well. Kind of like absorbs like the listener into the overall like dripping synth textures. The those like distant metal like clinks almost. The bass was shadowy. It's really interesting sound. I don't think I want to elaborate too much lyrically on this one, but I think yeah, the second verse I think I enjoyed more. But yeah, that one was really interesting. Um, meditation, solace part two, cause here, dude, faith and find solid. Okay. A lot of people did not like this one though. I don't know. Only one contributor, so I don't know. We'll see. But I like that one. Uh, we got final track, exhaust. Okay.
Take two.
David Blue in a row.
Worked harder than a bitch, operating a tight ship. God steering the ship, the wheel in a vice grip. Slave to the vices, stay sipping. I don't got all day to play with you. The fake shit don't surprise me. Things change, so a nigga stayed improvising. Risk takers, look at all the places that it got me. Save it, no thanks, you can't make me no promise. We went our own ways and still think of you highly. Give my baby my daddy last name in his likeness. Taking the signs in, facing a fire. Change your surroundings. Kings of the county, angels around me. Sailed in on lightning, prepared for the fight. Go to church if you scared or you frightened. Worked harder than a bitch, operating a tight ship. God steering the ship, my will in a vice grip. Scaling and climbing, they pale in comparison and slimy. I pray they know better than to try me. I stay with the veteran advisors. I paid every time I wasn't righteous. I'm checking all the boxes. I made every effort, then I laced up my creps and kept it rocking. I can't see no other option. Whole rank, tank engine on the 110 southbound growling. Your love stank bitches, that's your fucking problem. Sergeant at marathon standing on the couches, singing loud, lining silver on the Nimbus cloud. I get it now.
The heart breaks itself.
More power to you, but there's no flowers in your vase.
Over and over again until
no amount of sugar gon' help with the taste.
Stays.
At the end of the day,
Open.
it's really just you and whatever you think. From air mailing you strength.
So there you have it.
So that was Live Laugh Love. Overall, I mean, only 24 minutes, but there were so many like what short bursts, abrupt stops, glimmers of like tenderness and hope, threaded between like some more chaotic, always experimental, but you know, just really unique soundscapes stuff and just different things. You know, beat slip, words stagger at times, emotions flicker and flashes overall. Um, I think his production, I think he's still pushing boundaries a little bit, like with melody warps, glitching in the beats. It's not stuff that's never been done before. I'm not gonna say that, but I think with his sound, it's like his sound's established now, like his newer like sound that we've grown accustomed to in like the last like 9 years or like 8 years. Um, and it keeps doing like the loop disassembling mid bars, intimate unstructured like dreamlike stuff, never passive in my opinion, but always in motion, always like unique curious things. He's always trying, uh almost ungrounded and ground. It's an interesting um mixture of like two different like varying sounds in a sense, but in like the same sort of niche style that you've come to kind of expect from him in a kind of concise way. And he doesn't try to over I don't know how I would describe it. I wouldn't say like over execute, but I think in terms of I guess not even just the message he's trying to convey, but the way he approaches his music, and I don't think he ever gives you too much, which is a very good thing in my opinion. If anything, he doesn't give you enough. I feel like people always want more music from him. Where's that Benny X song, man? I want to hear that. I want to hear like the full thing. But yeah, this was nice. This was a fun little listen. Um, I like Earl generally, so I'm definitely going to be listening to this the rest of the day. Other than whatever other videos I do today, I think I'll listen to the new Deftones album. Honestly, I wanted to go through in order, but man, I want to listen to the new one. It'll be interesting just to hear how their sound is. I've only listened to one album by them, so I'll probably do that. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Peace.